Have you ever wanted to make a quilt and you're thinking, I'm just not in the mood for cutting small pieces of fabric and piecing them together? What if I told you I can show you how to make a quilt in an afternoon, make it reversible, make it beautiful, make it exciting, and you know what? You're going to love the hell out of it. And also, may I add, you can choose the size that you want. Well, stick with me today, watch the video, and I'm going to show you my favorite hack that I know it's damn good and I know you're going to fall into it. This is also perfect for beginners, all right? So let's get started, and I am excited to hear what you have to say about this DIY quilt hack. Let's get into it. All right, so I picked up two of these. I was at the store and I thought they looked beautiful. And I said, why didn't they make this into a quilt? And the voice said to me, Karen, you can make this into a quilt. So I bought two. Now I am opening up the package so that you can see what it looks like. It comes with two pillowcases and one king size duvet cover. Now, I am thinking I am going to quilt this because I think it's no point having a quilted set without the pillowcases not being quilted. So I am going to quilt this. So I am going to measure it. Reason why I'm measuring is because I want it to be literally snug in there. I don't want it to be so tight that it bunches up, but I want it to fit probably with a 1/4 inch away from the size. So I would reckon that when you cut yours, just measure it. So I've cut my batting. You also need to cut some fabric as well to the top. Well, again, remember, it is 3 layers. Nothing has changes, it's the same thing. You just saw me basted it, so I am going to do the same concept when you're actually making a quilt. So the 3 layers, you baste the top layer with the quilt topping on, and then you have the backing on. Okay, so in this case, I am going to quilt this onto my pillowcase. Now, I am going to quilt it onto the blue side, which is the front side. So if you decide to do this, you then need to decide which, obviously, side you're going to use for your pillowcase cover. Now, I think this is perfect for beginners because you can practice your quilting with this, especially if you use a single bed size that you want to practice on to make a quilt. And I like to iron my fabric onto the batting. Just this allows it to heat up nicely. And once it cools down, it definitely is on there. All right. So I am going to now fit this into my space of the actual pillowcase here. And I'm just poking out the ends to make sure it measures nicely onto there. So that's important. All right. So we're going to get it in there. And as I was saying, I think it's perfect for beginners because you can practice your quilting on this and it will boost your confidence because I don't think it is difficult at all. If I can do this, you can do this. I'm not a superstar. I'm an ordinary person and I love quilting and using my imagination of making things that I see. And I think this is also cost effective as well. But we will talk about that later on. So we're going to fit it in, making sure, notice I'm pointing out you've got those edges gap there. That's important because we want it to be relaxed inside the pillowcase, not bunched up. That, again, is important because if it's bunched up, it wouldn't be flat when you quilt. You will find that you have lumps and bumps. All right. So let's get to the sewing machine now so that we know exactly what we are doing when it comes to the quilt. All right, at the sewing machine, and I have put it on top of the blue area. Notice you can see that the gray here, and I am flipping it right side out. It was wrong side out before, okay, so that we can lay it on top of the blue, and the actual raw side of the batting is on the blue, okay. So obviously we have the top of the batting with the cream fabric that I just placed on there when I glue based. So I'm fitting it in, making sure it looks nice and it's flat, and I am happy with it. Okay. Again, this is not rocket science. It's quite easy. Notice on my sewing machine that my arm is exposed. That is for a reason. This is to make sure that when we are quilting, we are just quilting the top only, not quilting the whole thing together. All right, it's very important that you take note of this if you are going to do that. Now, notice that I'm actually folding back the top of the pillowcase, because obviously we have that pocket area whereby we need to make sure that's tucked away. And if we stitch that, then again, we cannot cover or hide the pillow once it's in the casing, which I hope you get what I'm actually saying. So you just need to line it up over the sleeve, making sure everything is right and everything is out of the way that doesn't need to be quilted. And you're going to quilt it just like any other quilt, whereby you are going to roll it under the arm and just continue to quilt. Now, when I quilted this, I use meandering. You can do straight line quilting if you want, but I also think that it's a good opportunity to ensure that you are practicing your quilting. This will make you a lot more independent in terms of getting your quilts completed. And you are going to start quilting as normal. So nothing really changes. Next, we're moving on to removing the fastening or the clamps that is actually holding the duvet cover together. Now, I have a scissors here and I'm going to use it. The scissors is not a fabric shears. It is literally I use paper, and all I'm doing is literally fitting the scissors into right underneath it, making sure that the fabric itself is out the way and is going right into the middle of that, right into the V corner there, into the V of the scissors. And I'm going to clamp it together with both hands, making sure that I'm only just snipping away the plastic. Okay, so these poppers are going to pop right off once I squeeze it, and that's it. Now, the good thing about doing it this way is that both ends come out. So you get the bottom side out and you actually get the top side out as well. And then you'll just need to go around and do that. But again, it doesn't take long. It is quite easy. Now, I know some duvet comes with buttons. And then again, that is even more ideal. You can just remove the thread from the buttonholes and it will fall right off. But this was easier, I felt, and I like the fact that I can just use the scissors, squeeze it. It didn't cut the fabric. It was fine. Okay, hence the reason why I'm actually showing it to you that there's no holes. Now, what you can do if you don't want to do this, you can simply cut this away. So you can just cut it and make yourself a hem, and then once you've actually added the batting into it, you seal the whole thing shut when you're quilting anyway, which is what I am going to do. So I'm going to continue with this, removing all of them, again, putting it into that V section there, and really using both my hands, making sure the fabric's out the way, and off it comes quite easily. The next stage now is to get the batting in between here. Now it's a king size, so I need quite a lot of batting for this. As you can see, it's all draped on the side here. So that's all the batting I have left over there, which should be enough. And most likely I may end up using all of this in it. Possibly, possibly not, but I think it's enough there. And so what I'm going to do is to get the size of the quilt cover for the batting, and I'm going to fit it in. What we're going to do is a pocket way of making this quilt. So I'm going to fit it in, make sure it's nice and flat and leveled. I may not be able to spray it, but I would certainly attempt to spray at least one side so I know it doesn't shift. Okay, once that's done, then when I'm ready, I am literally going to fold over these two pieces here, these two folds where all the snaps just came off like that. Put it together and just top stitch it. I will top stitch all the way around, to be honest, all four sides. Okay, so let's see if I can get this done. All right, so I had to take it somewhere flat. So I went into the lounge there next to the sewing room, and I placed it on the floor. And now remember, the same applies. You are just simply adding the batting into the middle, and then you are simply going to baste it. Now, let me tell you what I did, which is what I didn't record and show you, and I forgot. So I had it facing wrong side out, and what you see me removing there is pins. So I had it facing wrong side, okay, and what I did is place the batting on top of it, just as I did when I was doing, I'm on my knees, just as I did when I was actually doing the pillowcase. Okay. But in this case, I actually used a lot of pins and pinned it. And then I simply just turned it right side out. And now you see me remove the pins, and I'm just making sure it's all leveled, and then that way I know it's flat and I can start quilting. All right. And what I did do is just went back in, making sure it's smooth again. And I literally just lifted up the opening, did a little bit of spray to make sure the ends were nice and flat and everything was neat together. Once I was happy with it, I then proceeded was to fold it all up and simply start quilting. So let's look back. This is where I started. I was in the store and I bought this because I thought it should have been a quilt instead. And here is what I did. Let's look at the quilt. This was just a duvet cover, something made by a machine in a factory somewhere. And look at it now. It has become something entirely new, beautiful, and a complete set for anyone's bedroom. I would encourage you to do this. Okay, this is such a magical idea that anyone with any sort of idea that wants to try something new can make this into something brilliant. All you need is a beautiful duvet cover that you fall in love with, and you can make it perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now that is the magic. Not just to making it something perfect, but making it something that is yours, that will start a conversation that you can share with others and that you can pass on. You can take your favorite grandchildren's duvet cover and make it in the quilt that they can use. You can make complete set for them. Now tell me if that's not magical. Tell me if you don't love this idea. The simple duvet cover can become this beautiful handmade, hand-stitched quilt that you will fall in love with, that anyone will fall in love with. And imagine the conversations. I have paired it here with the actual duvet itself. So as you know, I bought two. And you've given yourself a beautiful bed set that looks so inviting, plump, warm, and just want you to come and have a good old sleep on it. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Share with me down below. Look at the pillow as well. All quilted, just looking so beautiful. And I use white quilting with just meandering lines. And you've got to look so carefully because obviously you cannot tell, that is actually quilted from home. Anyone would think you bought it like this. Such a beautiful project, so simple, and yet anyone can do this. As I said before, you can use straight line quilting. So guys, like and subscribe for more. Share with me down below what you thought. I cannot wait to hear your feedback. Bye for now. Happy quilting.